Welcome back to the stream. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing well. Sir Gustus and Weon, I see you up in the chat. Welcome back. Hope you're doing all right. I'm late today. I have a good excuse though. I did my taxes, so I'm actually just under a month early. I think tax day is April 18th this year or something like that for U.S. citizens or something. It's annoying, and I've been dealing with fucking bullshit about it, but we finally got it. I finally figured it out, and I finally don't have to pay an $800 fine for something that I should not have to pay an $800 fine for. So that's very good. I'm saving almost $1,000. So yeah, I was doing adulting things and eating dinner, and now I'm here, only 15 minutes off time, so not absolutely terrible, I think. Hopefully. The plan for today is I was thinking of what do I want to randomly deck build on an evening like this, and as I suffer from the IRS, I shall now inflict said suffering upon the great lands of Runeterra as well. And there's a card in here that does not get run very often, but man, it was funny when all of the spell things were running around. I'm gonna run Petricite Pillar. I know that it's kind of memey and annoying, and it's very difficult to actually use because it's pretty fucking like matchup reliant on whether or not you're actually gonna get value out of this shit. But I wanted to impose taxes wherever I go today. So we're gonna make their spells cost a bajillion mana, and then we're gonna run into a player that has unworthy soul and flow and deep meditation and drum solo and all the things that basically negate our effects in general. Have you not seen this card before? All spells cost 2 more. The last time I really played this at all, I think the last time I played this at all, period, was when Seraphine was really big. New card, Pog. It is pretty Pog to see a brand new card in Runeterra. Definitely didn't release with World Walker expansion at all. No. Rito Shadow Drop. I here am revealing a new card to the masses, of course. That's what I'm here to do. So I have a lot of bad ideas, obviously. This is already a horrendous, horrific idea. And I'm trying to think of what we could build that's very unit focused without having to worry too much about spells. And here's the thing about Petricite Pillar. It does destroy itself, and it has a relatively low cooldown on that destruction. So my brain immediately thinks, what if we run taxes with Ziggs, so the taxes also punch you in the face a little bit. That seems good. I think it's horrendous, but I'm gonna go with that. It's good and it will work for sure. I think we run into the most landmarks in Shurima, so let's do that. We could do Auction Pillar Ziggs stuff. I'm a little hesitant about all of the actual focus speed spells that the Auction is technically supposed to make, but also it's an Auction, and also he's a hoe, and we like hoes here. Alternatively, I could do Zillion. I could do Ziggs, Zillion, taxes. Yo, but because the time bombs actually they're not spells, they're landmarks. Fuck you, Auction. I'm taking the old man instead. That seems great. Zillion, Ziggs, taxes. Let's do it. I'm in a world of pain, but it's gonna be fine because the pain will be fun. That's Nation Preparations, and I actually do like keeping a couple of those around. Buried Armory is not exactly what I want. I think Glaive as a card is always a little bit playable in Shurima, so let's throw it in just for fun. Let's find our predicts here. We're not running Echo because we don't have the regions for it. So that will probably crimp our style a lot, not gonna lie. I'm hoping that we can get around it though. I am going to avoid casting spells as much as possible. So we're not actually going to put in too many spells. I think there are some that are just going to be straight up good. Frail Prescience for 2 is not so great. It's a worse time trick, but it still does something nonetheless. I might end up putting that back in there. Scrying sands, maybe one of those. Let's put in quicksand, because quicksand for 5 honestly still feels relatively okay despite it all. Gross taxes. Tatsiki, hello. Yes, I don't know if you're referring to this or to the IRS or to taxes in general, but yes, we're gonna, I have had money taken from me, so now I'm going to take joy from some rando on the internet, because that's how life works. That's how karma is happening, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to go. Filing taxes. I was talking to a friend on Saturday, and neither of us had filed the taxes, and then I was thinking about it this week, and I was like, no, we're just gonna fucking rip off the pain band-aid and go through all the paperwork and see how much TurboJax and H&R Block want to fucking charge me just to e-file. Because fun facts, if you are a streamer in the US, do you know what Twitch gives you? It gives you a 1099 MISC form, which is 1099 miscellaneous income shenanigans. I'm not complaining, because I am incredibly privileged to be sitting here and be like, I have a 1099 MISC from Twitch, which is like, honestly more than I thought I would get when I first started this whole thing. But that because I have a 1099 MISC, I actually have to file it as like somewhat as like self-employment income as like a separate thing, and all of the tax filing companies charge you extra to do it through their software, and it's such a hassle to normally file that I'm like, fine, take my money. But I also just I now need to pay the tax software companies more, which is just fucking annoying. Slowly learning how to get better at it, like since you work from home you can use your computer as a write-off. That is a super big benefit. Learning how to fuck with like write-offs and like deductions and expenses, super useful information. I should probably get better at it, but right now I'm just like, I don't have enough assets to my name for it to make a humongous difference. But yes, to all of you filing your taxes and dealing with taxes in general, if you are currently in the midst of the US tax season, I wish you luck and Godspeed, and hopefully the IRS is not a bitch this year towards you. I know that's a lot to hope for, but I can hope. I'm pretty sure. Learning the hidden red eye secrets is key to taxes. Gotta learn it better yourself. Yeah, I guess that's part of the whole. You know what? I'm gonna say, how about we'll try to get there by the time I'm like 30. By the time I'm 30 and people look at me and they're like, you should probably have your shit together based on how old you are, then we can start being like, ah yes, tax write-offs, as I hold a glass of wine and still continue to cry about my depression, because that won't have changed. But I'll be slightly smarter by the time I'm 30. That's 4 years from now. Hopefully I'll have more intelligence by then. You gotta screw the IRS instead of letting them screw you. Pretty much. Your FBI agent jotting this down right now. But I'm pretty sure all of our FBI agents are just like, are you sure? What is happening here? Where's Chamber of Renewal? I'm gonna put in 1 or 2 of these because it's funny. Yeah, if I load up on landmarks, I can just not have to worry about that. Ooh, where's the shepherd? Rock Bear Shepherd, that's the one that I wanted. And then Rock Bear. I put in Rocky because for some reason I thought that was a word, but it's not. It's Rock Bear Shepherd. Let's see. I need to destroy a landmark. Or landmark destruction effects. We could also do Zerath, but I think Zillion generating us landmarks is actually not so bad. Oh, I could run fucking Acolytes. That's the sauce. Acolytes. Acolyte taxes. Because then they can't stop me from casting these guys. Oh, that actually sounds kind of fun. Okay, this is gonna be fun. It's probably not gonna work as ideally as I would like it to, but this is gonna be fucking fun. Let's put in a castigate, because if it becomes 9 mana or more, I will suffer, but it's fine. Do we actually want predict Kahiri, or do we want to rely on just landmark stuff? I actually think we might want to rely on landmark stuff, so I'm gonna drop the Kahiris and put in some rights of negation as well. Like 1 or 2 rights. and a castigate, and then that gives us one more slot. I could put in another Kahiri back in. What's our unit to other thing distribution? 23 units, 5 spells, 10 landmarks, 1 equipment. Let's play with it and see how it feels. Rite of the Arcane, let's put in 1 Rite of the Arcane. I'm a little loath to use it because 5 mana does not feel as good to deal 4 damage. But let's see how this goes. Meme! IRS comes to LOR. I'm breaking new ground. I promise. Battle boss sigs, which I actually keep forgetting that I have, so I rarely use it. Let's do... We haven't done Sentinels in a while, and Sentinels has some of the, like, best music, and one of the best clicky sounds, I think, across most of the boards, if not all of them. I like it quite a lot. Let's do the Sentinel Hauntling as well. Let's fucking do Sentinel it up, actually. This is one of the first times where I was like, no, the LOR cosmetics actually kind of slap. I'm a huge fan of the Sentinel stuff. Yeah, put me in. Let's see how terrible it feels, and then we'll adjust accordingly. Woof. Oh, also somebody followed while I was offline. IDC Elite, thank you for the follow. You are appreciated. We never really interacted, but thank you. That is Mono Alawi Mono Bilgewater. What are you doing? And why do I have to worry about it? 33,000 on Alawi, so they also like really like Alawi. I have a lot of 2-drops. Do I have too many 2-drops because of the Zillion and the Chronomancers? Maybe, but I can protect the Zillion. Haha! Actually, I don't really care if he dies. If he dies, I can make more. That's good. Making more good, yes. Don't have Watchful Idol! Don't have Watchful Idol! Oh, my hopes and dreams. They are being shattered before my very eyes. Too many pillars, though. That's something. Do I go with the pillar? Or do I go with the predict? I think I might risk a pillar here so that they can't really do much. I don't have any spells, so it doesn't really matter to me what's going on here. They can't cast any of their tentacle buff stuff now, which is exciting. Yeah, that is, I mean, oh my god, I top-decked every single pillar in the deck! Okay, somebody's about to be fucking unhappy. And the person is hopefully my opponent and not me. Yeah, I mean, okay, this actually fucks over a lot of their stuff right now. This is the incorrect play. I'm pretty sure this is the incorrect play. Don't do this at home. Yeah, all of your spells cost 4 more mana. Get fucked, bro. Now they're back to 2 more, and then we're gonna make them 4 again so that they can't actually stack tentacles. They can definitely get an Alawi down right now, which fills me with fear, but they cannot cast too many things. That is a 7 mana Eye of Nagagaboros. That still deals 5 to my fucking face. But you get the idea, okay? It's fun, it's fresh, it's annoying as shit. And what more could you ask for, really? Hi, Kahiri. Yo, hey, Stony Suppressor, get over here. Yes. Yes. Yes, my master plan. Okay, am I evil? Maybe, I don't know. Let's do this. So now your spells cost 3 more. This will soon go away and I will have lost my last pillar, but the pillars, they have shut down the early game. That's still an Alawi though, so I'm still gonna fucking die. But I can maybe, I can certainly enjoy fucking dying in the process. It's all good. That's a ooh, I do have things to do with that, actually. It's called, I can kill things with the Acolytes. So here's the fun part. Their build is janky because it's mono Bilgewater Alawi. My build is even jankier. So in the grand scheme of things, they probably still have the win, but I have the balls. I have the giant, massive balls that you'd see on the back of a redneck's truck. 6 mana. I really wish it had more of an impact. Yeah, I really wish that actually did more stuff, huh? That's kind of shitty. We're gonna die so fast. We're dying so fast. It's okay. That's only 20 damage. Oh, no, it's actually 22 damage. I'm dead. Oh, well, no, we can't do that. Oh, because you don't have, I'm gonna go down to 2 HP and definitely win next turn with landmark destruction, because that's what the Ziggs is for. I don't have the emergency button of Mystic Shot in the deck, unfortunately, so I cannot commit seppuku, which is saddening, obviously. I am tragically disappointed by the fact that I can't take myself out of the game. Ziggs is leveled, though, very late, astronomically late, you could even say. So we're doing good. That's, I think, just also the power of Alawi. There's no need to do anything except cast Alawi and a single fucking tentacle. They have cast 3 things. No, they've cast 4 things. Apologies. I forgot about the first Eye of Nagakeboros. They have cast 4 cards, and I am losing miserably. Oh, I knew that Petricite Pillar was a bad card. I know this. I know that it's a bad card. I understand that it's a pile of ass garbage. At the same time, I still have my own personal hopes and dreams, okay? I know this is a stupid 5/5. I know that the Alawi is gonna kill me next turn. But, however, I have annoyed them. Maybe. I have maybe annoyed them. That's a Scout Legion rear guard, in case we didn't have enough problems quite yet. Time to die. I need Castigate. And even with the Castigate, I don't think we'd really be able to survive. Oh, they got the big Nagakeboros, but it's still fucking taxed. Can I quicksand my way out of losing? I think I can actually quicksand my way out of losing right here, right now. Let's attempt that. Yeah, because the Tantrum is uncastable because they just ripped the big, expensive boy. I would like to live. I would really love living. That actually doesn't have Overwhelm. It's only the Alawi and the 5/8 that we were really deeply concerned about. I mean, I'm concerned for sure about a lot of stuff that's happening, but otherwise we might actually be okay. Let's no, and also no. Well, it doesn't actually matter in particular. Let's just do this. I guess so we don't have to worry about Fearsome a little bit. That's no longer overwhelmed badonkles. Something goes in front of the 15. Something goes in front of the 1722. Something goes in front of the 2-4. Let's actually go with the Nagakeboros there. Something goes in front of the 1-2. Something goes in front of the 1-3. Something goes in front of the 2-4. We are alive. The Tantrum, of course, does continue resolving on the next turn. So this is a pretty futile stopgap measure. It is pretty futile. At the same time, at least it's fucking entertaining. Quicksand was the correct call to put in the deck, I'm pretty sure. It's not the best thing ever, obviously. It's pretty shit. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's only 15. It's only 15 power tentacles coming into face. That's all. See, we got another fucking Stony Suppressor. That's a 2-mana Tantrum. Look. You gotta spend 2 of your 9 mana to summon lethal. Like, that's so good for them. That's so good for them. I will take 77 damage. I have balls. We're gonna take it. I am not crumbled in a pile on the floor, screaming as my innards are torn apart. That was exciting. So that basically works as poorly as I had anticipated. Let's actually try the Zerath instead of the Zillion. I think that might actually be better. Where did he go? You, Mage Ball, sir. Come here. Do stuff. Yeah, so I actually kind of want more removal, honestly. So maybe let's put in 2 Castigates. Let's drop the Stony Suppressors. Let's keep the Pillars, of course, because they're really the pillars of this whole shenanigans. Acolytes are stupid. Acolytes are pretty stupid, but they're funny, so we're gonna keep them. And hopefully we can actually get some additional Nexus damage in here. With the Zerath over the Zillion. That is pretty unlikely. We're also up against fucking Jarvan Garen. That's unfortunate. That's okay. I don't have the pillars. I have fucking acolytes for days, though. We have the thingy. We're gonna pass. We get a Braum wave out of our opponent. I'm actually gonna lead with the Sony Suppressor here, even though they're actually probably not gonna have units in general. We could just take the 2 from that and then rip into Ruinous Acolytes because I think you want damage. Yeah, I think actually the pillars here are going to be less useful because we don't have time, we don't have any reason to cast this against them because they are just going to have 5/5s is the problem. The problem is they're going to be quite powerful in all ways imaginable. Let's predict, I think. There's a petricite pillar. Alright, let's take, let's see, we're getting a couple of landmarks out plus the additional reliquary. Let's maybe take that Zerath. That's a lot of things and I don't like it. Oh boy, they're gonna summon a Ramhound right now and it's gonna get like fucking too many stats, just like so many stats. That Badger Bear is going to be like a 6/6 for something. I don't, yeah, it's oh, it's a Vanguard Defender for 4/4 with tough, which is fine. I promise everything is fine. My Rock Bear guy will block. That's a Vanguard Squire. That's also a 5/5. Yeah, there's the Demacia. There it is. We found it. I'm actually gonna wait because they're probably gonna die anyway. Man, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, maybe I should just play the Demacia deck. I don't really want to desperately, but I also think it might be beneficial. This is horrendous, actually, because it does kill all of my stuff. Oh, this is so bad. This is just so bad. Everything is so bad. We are, of course, almost, we are gonna level the fucking Zerath, but unfortunately the Zerath is, I think, too late for us to really do anything with him. It's a Zerath leveled on turn 5. Yeah, that's a 6/6. I hate everything. But it's just not powerful enough. It doesn't have enough gas quite to pull it off. We're leveling both of our champs. Again, they are there. It's just not enough. If I cast a gate and they have a Garen, the problem is the Garen is going to be a 7/7 anyway, which is just really bad. I have acolytes to trade very poorly. To trade astronomically badly. I have a couple of acolytes potentially. That's a thing, that's a thing. There's the Jarvan thing. They actually don't have the Jarvan, which is exciting, I think. Personally, that's personally quite exciting. Cast a gate. If I cast a 2-cost unit right now, we do actually have it potentially, as long as it's not the Sony Suppressors that I cast, because that would just kind of fuck me up. There's another Zerath. There's another Petricite Pillar. There's another Chronomancer. I don't actually think I want any of those right now. Let's see what they do. This is, I think, a destroyable board. I would venture that that's a board that I can just kind of wreck while it's still around. You're not going to have counter spells. You have champions, maybe. Right now, I have gotten rid of 6 pretty chunky things. Okay, so there's an elite in hand. We're looking at Tattered Banner. Tattered Banner, we can tax. Oh, we top deck the Sigs, which is actually kind of what I wanted. Unfortunately, we don't have any landmarks still extant on the board, so that is definitely an issue. I could cast some acolytes for blockers and then cast one of these guys just to have a body. I think let's maybe do that because I don't want them to just destroy both of my champions. But there's an argument that I'm also just losing value. I can get 2 acolytes and a Ziggs with my current mana, which I do not absolutely despise. If they also don't do anything about these fearsomes, I'm kind of happy attacking into them. They're not going to be running too many strikes. Again, the Jarvan is a question because they have some kind of elite in hand. This becomes a 4/5 with no buff, so it can't argue with a Garen, but it can argue with the 2/2 and deal some extra damage, so fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't have spells for a reason, so we're gonna cast our units and go from there. I know Ziggs Talia is actually like a good deck, generally speaking, so maybe that's something to try as well eventually. Ziggs is dealing the damage, so we're taking out the 2/2. If they have Jarvan now, they do actually just have to cast the Jarvan. That is the Vanguard Redeemer. That's the elite that was in hand, potentially. That sucks, and also explains why they killed something. Rite of Negation's okay. Shattered Banner is being given to the Gehun. That has Challenger, so it takes something out for sure. Let's do a Suppressor just because we can, I think. 5 mana negation is whatever. I can't cast the regular negation and our landmark boy anyway. So of course they do go for the Ziggs, which makes sense. They're going with a 4/4. I don't actually want to take that damage, so they might have a buff here. Let's trigger. Let's go with the block. Not trigger anything. Let's just go with the block, I think. That's a regular strike. We are okay. Does that mean they have a spell in hand? I'm actually kind of fine losing the board because that means they don't have this on the Xerath, which is okay. Yeah, Jarvan is doing stuff. Xerath can do stuff. If I top deck a Ziggs, we have some Nexus damage. We are surprisingly close. I think that additional Castigate is actually kind of doing some work here. I really need some kind of buff though, or landmark though. I seem to have just completely run dry on those. A predict is something. A predict counts as something. There's a fucking Kahiri, which is a boy who blocks. He was the boy who blocked. If I open attack right now, we are kind of eating some shit because this goes into the Garen, the Xerath potentially goes into the Garen, but that means the 4/3 is unblocked. The problem is I don't really want to level the Garen for free is the problem here. We do face tank. We can face tank a Jarvan, but they're also unfortunately just going to beat us out on units, which really sucks. They can kill my Xerath. I need to put in a Shape Stone or two and think, actually. That would probably be pretty beneficial there. I'm not letting you level the Garen. Let's not let you have rallies forever. In general, we'll keep a pass going. Oh boy. Oh boy, I need landmarks. Rolling Sands and other draw spells, I think, are kind of the ticket here. As much as I initially did not want to use those. Let's do... You become a 6/6, huh? Yeah, it becomes a 6/6 that I can't actually hear you argue with, which really sucks. There's the rally. My acolytes need to be faster, or we need Shapestone. I need draw, and I need Shapestone, and I need to be able to produce landmarks. So I think Roiling Sands is a correct card to add here, as well as... Actually, no, Rolling Sands kind of solves both problems. It gives me draw, and it gives me landmarks. Nowhere to be found. Thank you for the deck code, and welcome back at the moment. Appreciate the deck and all of the stuff. Let's do this. It's unfortunately just too late, because having 5/4s earlier would have just been like incredibly useful, just massively useful, and unfortunately we weren't able to find them fast enough. Yeah, okay, kill my acolyte, destroy my hopes and dreams, so on and so forth. They know what I have in hand. So let's get rid of this, and that's a 5/4. Yeah, I mean, I could attack, technically. I can technically attack, and maybe they trade the 4/2. Because they know I don't have any cards, unfortunately. They know I don't have other cards, which really sucks. Which really sucks! And they're top decking a unit! No! No, not a unit! Oh, they didn't cast it, so maybe it's Jarvan, because it would be at 6. No, not Chamber of Renewal! Oh, it is a Jarvan. They top deck Jarvan. I hate that. I hate that so much. There's so many units in that deck, and of course they found the fucking King of Demacia. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Look, it's a pink square. Yay, pink squares! But nowhere. I appreciate this. Let me copy this in now. Today is the 20th of April. Oh, yeah. Happy spring to everybody, by the way. It is indeed the start of a new season, and winter is behind us. Although... if you live in the wrong climate, winter is still not very much not done. Having grown up in New York, this is like, sometimes it's slightly warmer weather. Not, it's fucking totally, definitely 100% spring weather. Viewer, nowhere. I will return to that Ziggs petricite deck in a second, but let's get this submission in while we have it. Bilgewater P and Z, ocean vibes, with guns. The P and Z part really brings the action. Oh, side note, I rewatched the first John Wick movie last night because I want to rewatch all of them before John Wick Chapter 4 comes out. I kind of forgot. I just kind of completely forgot the plot of the first movie, other than the fact that dog dead, John Wick mad, justifiably go on revenge plot for dog. But I forgot like the rest, like the villains and the other details. It's surprisingly sad, but it's also just still really fucking fun. I'm gonna try and watch the next two over the next couple evenings, and then sometime this weekend probably go see Chapter 4. What are we looking at? Almost Singleton with a bunch of fun things in here. Oh, I saw Mischievous Mirai, didn't I? Built up in Tailstone, Zonite Urchin, Bone Skewer, Clump of Wumps, Coral Creatures, Ebb, Ferris Financier, High Note, Line 'em Up, Make It Rain, Mirai, Warden, Mystic Shot, pick a card, Rummage, one Seraphine. It's one of every champ. Double Trouble, Ezreal, Get Excited, Nami, Aloof Travelers, Riptide, Static Shot, Twisted Fate, Victor, Eye of Nakagoboros, 3 Mischievous Mirais, 1 Pursuit of Perfection, Vi, Avatar, and Formula. We have a pile, but I like the piles, so let's fucking go. It's gonna be over here. Sentinel board still? Yeah, let's do it. Sentinel board still. We're gonna keep the nice clicky sounds with us. Nekonomicon with Udyr Kench, which is a deck that I've seen a couple times before. I mean, it's not particularly complicated what it does. I might actually hold the units here. It's risky and it's slow. We top deck a Vi, which is like the perfect thing, and then it looks like they're giving me time to actually pull out something like Coral Creatures to block. I can also pass here if they're willing to bank. I'm willing to bank as well, because Nami will be proccing in the background. Pursuit top decked. I do need to cast a card eventually. This is not mana efficient because we want that attuned, but I also don't want to sit too long on a Vi just not doing anything. Let's cast Jury Rig, because I don't know if we're going to run into a great discard target for it. There is a Rummage in here, but at least this way we can attune some more. Let's go with the Aloof Travelers. The curve is panning out. There's a Static Shock. We're dropping Hyara Allseer, so not an Udyr or a Braum or a Kench, unfortunately. So my things are going to get eaten, unless I skewer the things that are trying to get eaten, and then we are at least negating one of his interactions. If they go for Aloof Travelers, we are absolutely taking the Bone Skewer. Oh, they're going for Aloof Travelers! Yes! Oh my god. So I think we can just negate it this way. Because then they have nothing to take, and they have to contend with us recasting Aloof. So that's excellent. The strike is nothing because they frostbit it, but the catch spell goes away, which is important here. Let's pass. That was a very convenient set of top decks right there. That's gonna come back. That's gonna do more things. We're gonna recast this Aloof. Boy, there's a Vulpine Wanderer, Acquired Taste, still very much active and available, of course. We do have Line 'em Up and Mischievous Mirai eventually, but I think let's do this for now. There's top deck and Ezreal. We're dropping Shaman's Call. Our Vi is at 7 of 8, which means we have another +3 to go, potentially. They are using that to actually buff the Kench rather than use the Kench spell. We might be able to actually just kind of smack with the Vi. They have Frostbites, though, which makes me very afraid of attempting to do so. Which kind of sucks. We could let it eat something and then Vi. Like, that seems like a strategy that would actually help us out a little bit, potentially. Because I can Double Trouble, and then I can cast the Vi, and then hopefully they will not have a freeze to interact with her, because right now her HP punches through that. We get a Legion Rearguard and the Wings and the Wave. One of those is more helpful than the other. They're trying to take an Acquired Taste again, which is fine with me. Please don't have a frostbite. Please don't have a frostbite. Pretty sure they have a frostbite. Give me that shit. Give me that shit again. Run it back one more time. The highest roll and the lowest. Truly. Is that a freeze? It's a fucking freeze! Ah! Okay, that's fair. I understand why. I'm just not happy about it. Also, hey Wick, hope you're doing well. Yep, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's still an 8-3 on the bright side. Still an 8-3 on the bright side. That's to make it rain. Okay, my Mariah is kind of sitting around. Ezreal is not doing too much targeting. Harsh Winds is a card that exists. Yes, it is a card that exists, isn't it? I think we're gonna cast Mariah and hope that my spells can solve my Kench issue, because we have a Kench problem right now. Yeah, I mean, there's no mana left. And we have a line 'em up, and that's a slow speed interaction. So that's something, at least. How many things can I actually rip? So this is 3 spells in 1. This will give me 1 keg. That will give me 2 more. That's not quite enough, I think. Though we do have Ebb. If I bank mana for Ebb, we go up to 9 mana total. So we have 3 plus the 6 for the ebbs and flows, actually, which might be okay. I have to commit the flows first, though, which is really annoying, because the interactions between the fast and the slow and trying to avoid his fucking Acquired Taste are going to be what fucking kills me, for sure. I could, let's see, we still, 10 mana, actually. We still need to hoard the 3 for this and get the knock him down to be triggered. They cannot cast slow spells on top of us. But I need the ebbs to still stack, unfortunately, which is the problem here. I think I actually am going to rip it, though. But they're gonna have another freeze, and I have a 0-1 just chilling. The problem is that I have a 0-1 and I can't kill it of my own volition. I really wish I could make it rain my allies at this point. That would be funny. Okay, so there's some spells. Oh, but you also take the fucking damage, don't you? Yeah, you actually fucking take the damage. That's unfortunate. I forgot about that, not gonna lie. I forgot that it would actually stack itself along with the other shit, on the other shit that's happening. That's unfortunate. I mean, I can try and bank on the ebbs, but it's not going to be enough for sure. Or they just have another HP buff. It's still not damage to sneeze at. That's not sneezing damage, but it is still terrible damage. Yep, there we go. Here we go. Here's the thingy. Okay, Ebb and Flow. I need you to, like, not fuck me over, actually, on this whole thing. This is gonna be an interesting fucking stack. Let's go. Boop. Boop. Bonk. Boom. We do actually kill the Kench, and we resummon Aloof Travelers if this resolves. We do actually come out on top of this shit if it resolves. And we get to hold all of our things, and we get the vibe back. And we get the vibe back. Moss, hello and welcome back. Thoughts on the new expansion promo art? Yo, it looks kind of cool, and we know for sure that set's coming now, which is just neat as shit. So I personally am a fan. Yeah, let's just deal some fucking damage. We got rid of the Kench in some pretty spectacular fashion. Pretty spectacular fashion. That is a cracking ice. Okay, do they have another Kench? Because we have at least reset the Kench. We're not going to get Pursuit of Perfection probably, but we do at least have some fun shit to do here. There is, of course, another goddamn Kench! You know, I think the art's pretty cool, actually. Ezreal targeting is actually catching up here as well. I'm gonna put this back because I don't actually think I can do much with it. I should have waited for the keg because I'm a fucking goddamn moron is what I am, and I just didn't. I need him to eat something and then I cast the spells. You'll ask again in 10 minutes. Thank you for refreshing our knowledge as to what the expansion art, what I think of the expansion art. Good shit. This deals a couple of damagey ping things. I like the sound of a couple damagey ping things, and also we might just be able to go around is the other thing that I'm realizing. Seraphine is fucking leveled somewhere. That's exciting. We find the pursuit of perfection again. That's unfortunate. And it's getting the regen! And it's just getting the regen! Alright, Ezreal. Are you ready to do some fucking elusive Nexus damage if you don't get frostbite? There's still so much goddamn frostbite, I hate it. I am not taking the bait on that. Am I taking the bait on that? I mean, the 0-1's not doing anything, to be fair. To be fucking fair and honest. The 0-1 can go eat shit. Yeah, okay. And then if I go around, they block the 3-4. But that is still... 4-5 plus the mystic shot. That's still fucking damage. That's still fucking lethal damage. Oh, we get Seraphine as well. Fancy shit, I got to say. Let's do formula. That feels pretty good right now. There's a high note. There's an ebb. We're getting value. We're gonna swing for face. And then we're gonna get a mystic shot. And then we're gonna cast Seraphine as well. I think. Rub some salt on that wound. Or not, actually. We could also just go with 3 damage to face right now and then deal with the rest of the stuff that's happening. Face damage? Actually, yeah, 4 damage? 4 face damage? 4 fucking face damage! Yes! The fucking 6 champion pile worked again! Nowhere to be found. You're pretty damn good at finding piles that fucking Ruby Goldberg their way to victory. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. My mastery, my getting to 5 mastery on everything is increasing at a rapid pace. Ooh, Seraphine's close to 3. She's so close to 3. Should I kind of want to play a Seraphine deck just to get her to 3 now. Let's do the Zed deck. And then let's do some Seraphine bullshit. All of the Seraphine bullshit has been kind of exhausted by this point, so I'm not super keen on, like, running her too much. But it's the closeness of that mastery point that I'm just like, no, I want it. I do actually want that shit. Where is my IRS deck? Here's my IRS deck. What was it? Oh yeah, Roiling Sands is the card that I was like, no, I need a lot of those. Those would be very good for me. I'm gonna take out the Chamber of Renewals. I don't actually think they are necessary. They are fun, but I don't know of how much actual good they're doing. We could run Rockhopper too instead of like a Chronomancer, just so that we have some vulnerable casting and all of that other shit. We might also be able to drop some predicts because we do have other means of acquiring it. So yeah, let's drop some units that give us predicts but don't give us landmarks and swap them in for things that do give us landmarks, so that we have a chance of, when we have the Xerath and the Ziggs on the board, as we did in the last attempt with this, that we're not stuck going, my champion does something with a synergy that I currently don't possess, so it's up to my opponent here to just imagine that it does the thing. That is Nami Karma. I have not seen Nami Karma before, so you know what? Good for you, actually. We're keeping Sony Suppressor versus a Nami Karma deck, though. 33 on the Nami, 49 on the Karma, so we know that they do like a good Karma experience. Let's do Ancient Preparations. This is one of the scenarios where I think I'm gonna just take every second Sony Suppressor that I fucking see, so that their double trouble is 5. If I can make it so, which currently it looks like I can make it so. Bank mana! Oh, you didn't bank mana. But I can still fuck up your flow. Yeah. I love this too much. It doesn't do anything, but I love it so much. I just love the moment. That's the pause, that momentary pause where they read the card and they look at the effect that they have in hand. It's just a new experience for a lot of people because they don't see it very often. And it brings me so much goddamn fucking joy. Yeah, no, I have more of the thing you don't like. Your flow is unaffordable if you have it, like deep meditation and stuff. That is unfortunately a Nami. Oh, I didn't stop them fast enough, it would seem. So one landmark goes away. We're gonna cast some more. We do top deck of Ziggs. We're gonna make their spells, let's see, 1, 2, 4 more expensive. Mirai Great Mother is a spicy addition. I like it. Let's do a petricite pillar. Haha. Let's do Stony Suppressor in a moment. We're still not really taking any significant amount of damage here. The Nami is just not really triggering. Yeah, whatever. Stony Suppressor again. Let's go. 4, but everything is +4. I clearly don't have to worry about it. They do have to worry about it. There's a Scrying Sands. Yeah, that's a 5 mana Scrying Sands. That's how the game is meant to be played, I promise. Let's attack and then go with the Chronomancer, I think. Karma is coming down for purposes, I suppose. I could also pass here and then cast this after I bank some mana, which is probably the better option. I don't need to be that greedy. Then at least the Stony Suppresses are permanent, so we don't have to worry about those falling apart anytime soon. Maybe Careful Preparations would be okay for the Kahiris that I seem to have finding in my hand. But the last time that we played this deck, it actually did kind of work out where we weren't finding a ridiculous number of them. Ziggs, Unraveled Earth, Ruinous Acolyte. We have that, so it's a 5 mana draw. We have a Ziggs already. Your champ spell is 2 to a unit. Oh, I might actually skip this one.
When we look ahead, we know how to prepare.
Just can't count down 1 on the Rock Bear. So we're about to have a 5/5. They still can't cast Deep Med or Drum. They don't have Drum Solo. They can't cast Deep Meditation. They can't cast Unworthy Soul. They're not getting Dragonlings, even though, unfortunately, we are just, like, straight up not doing damage. Which does suck. That does kind of suck. As a 3/4. I mean, we burn less mana if we do this. And we do have the... Oh, we also just triggered the level if we do that, though. That's better. That's better. I forgot that we would trigger the level off of the Rock Bear if we summon the Ziggs right now. So that seems actually pretty decent. 3 mana Scrying Sands is also just way better still. 2 damage on attack, which is great. Karma makes spell. Karma, fuck off. There's a Ruinous Acolyte. Still not the top decks that I am exactly dreaming of, but also not the most horrific in general. I'm not super keen on attacking with everything here, so let's just go with a couple of strong dudes. Stuns are obviously possible, recalls are obviously possible. They've crawled out of the point in the game where I can really threaten them by them not being able to cast anything. Now the problem is that they can cast stuff and they're heading towards Enlightenment. And my deck is just so flimsy that I think Enlightenment is going to kill us. On the bright side, they haven't cast Sky Singer, so that may not be a true... Oh my god, the 4 mana Ebb hit the Ziggs! I swear to fuck, how did it hit the Ziggs? What did you do? What did you do? Which god did you bribe? I want to know. That is a scattered pod. Okay, that's a nice pod you got. I don't have Acolyte, so we're just gonna pass the turn. It was a 50-50. 1 unit out of 6 on the whole board. Either it hit or it didn't. I just like how accurate that is of a statement, because that's how card games feel, you know? Either it works or it doesn't. They have it or they don't. There's no in between. There's no in between. Mirai spells, the thing that's keeping me alive in my hearts right now is the fact that the Mirai spells do cost 5. That's good and funny. I'm gonna pass. Play more units. I don't have Castigate. Castigate's not a real card, and your deny right now is 6 mana, which is a vengeance. Cast your vengeance tonight, not against my castigate. Cast it against something else. You don't want to hit that. You don't care about... You don't think castigate's a real card, do you? It's not a real card. I could Scrying Sands on the 2/2, I guess, but then that takes away my lovely castigate play. But if that's their attack, I could kind of just ignore it for now. I might actually just ignore it for now. None of those are it. I'm still struggling to find landmarks. That is definitely the bane of the deck's existence. So we gotta take care of that at some point. Or at least be thinking about that at some point. Is there something at the... Oh, there's... Wait. The Black Mist. I never expanded the art and noticed the absolutely miserable pod on the right side there. It's like crying. It looks like it's being taken over by the mist. It's really not having a good time. I'm gonna summon a Kahiri because I have literally nothing else to do, and at least he makes a copy of himself.
You weren't gone long, but I worried every second.
Yeah, you sent in young Kahiri and you got fucking dad Kahiri. That's a decimate. That's just a regular fucking decimate. You want to... What? Marad Great Mother gave you decimate? What god is this person praying to? I swear. It must be fucking Zinch or something. That's the only thing I can think of that would be that fucking Chad. I can't kill any of their champions! And those are the things that kill me the most! And if I cast this, I kill my fucking stunning suppressors! And those are the things I really need! No! Enlightenment. GG, fighting the changer of ways. That's what it feels like right now. Ah! The fact they leveled at the same time is rude. You know, I know it's my fault that the Nami didn't level until now, but it's still fucking rude, is what that is. Ah! I can destroy this. I don't need a clockling. I need a board wipe. And I have castigate. Is that lethal? No, it's not, but the Nami can buff the something. The Nami can buff everything. Ah, yes, because... double casting twin disciplines. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I can Rite of Negation nothing. I can Rite of Negation my own win con. Because I don't really have one, do I? Oh, it's fine. Alright, I have played enough taxes to, I think, put the taxes to slightly to bed. There was something else I was talking about playing, and it has already escaped me. What was it I was gonna build? It wasn't taxes, it was unrelated, I think. So some kind of revival shit? What was it? I played it, I was saying it. Oh, Seraphine! Seraphine for the mastery points. Yeah, let's build some random Seraphine bullshit. Again, most of the stuff has been built somehow, some way. Let's actually delete this. Oh shit, we're getting raided by Puffball Panda. Hello, everybody. Hi, Puffball. Thank you for the raid, and to everybody coming in right now. Hope that you are doing well. Also, Contini, thank you for the follow, by the way. Sneaking in there. Holiday Bow Broken, welcome back, and hello. So, we're currently... what am I saying? If you don't know who I am a meme queen player. Our last victorious memes were some encroaching shadows bullshit, and I right now am planning to build some Seraphine's bullshit because I am close to mastery, increasing her mastery on the Seraphine by like 50 points. So I'd like to get her across that finish line. Emily Nami, thank you for the follow. Puffball Panda, I hope your stream went well. And also, I hope you've been enjoying the CDS as well. Some good shit over there in the CDS. What am I doing? I'm building that deck. Viewer submissions should also be open, so if you'd like to see me play anything, you'd like to request a 1v1, if you'd like to send me something weird to look at, that's in the channel points below. They've really been good. The draft games are fucking amazing. Have I seen the Navori thing? Yes, I've seen the expansion, like, splash art. Somebody was just asking about that, actually. Moss, your prediction of that I would get asked about this multiple times has actually come true. Yeah, it looks cool. Set? We're getting Set? Who doesn't want to play Set? I'm excited for set. Looks like it's gonna be fun. It's good to finally have some information as well of just like, oh, that's what we're getting. I'm a fucking fan. Master Yi. Please don't make set have double attack. Wait, finally getting Master Yi is in like we're finally gonna have a playable iteration of Yi. Please make set have double attack. He needs to punch. I hope that they somehow, some way incorporate push-ups. Like if there's not a push-up, if there's not a fucking push-up keyword in Runeterra, I'm gonna be disappointed. I don't think they're gonna go quite that far, but it'd be funny if they did. Sit-ups, push-ups, whatever the fuck he does. Sit-ups, I think it is. Whatever his ab workout routine is when he's off to the side, just kind of chilling and thinking about his muscles. I don't think about his muscles ever. How dare you accuse me of that? Set will just get a gym board. Oh, with like weights in the corner. Yo, if Set gets like a gym board and then he just like lifts weights or something and does a little workout routine on the side when you cast him as his level up, that would be so good. I would pay so much money. Or imagine if he just like picks up your nexus and just starts lifting your nexus up and down. That would be so good. That would be a top tier fucking animation. But yeah, my Seraphine is like, see, it's like almost there. So I'd like to get this the rest of the way there. We have been having some like on and off Sky Singer success. We've been having a lot of Pursuit out of the way success. So that's something we could do. I don't actually know if I want to run back alley barkeep or anything. We could go fucking full RNGesus and just be like Seraphine Avatar Mirai. Do we want to just do that full fucking random? Let's go full fucking random. Mimir, thank you for the resub. Your boy went crazy, spent all day making ship combat rules for your campaigns. What is wrong with you? I don't think anything's wrong with you. It just sounds like that you give a shit, and also that sounds kind of cool. Tell Glass to read the ship commands. The last time I dealt with ship commands was a starship in Starfinder, which was like complicated. That was I remember that being kind of complicated. But yeah, I actually kind of miss the Starfinder campaign that I was in. It kind of died because schedules, as all RPG things end up, it just kind of fucking fell apart. But it was fun when we were still running it. Anyway, let's do P&Z Bilgewater. I've decided we're gonna go RNG. Where's the Mirai family of things? You give me RNG, you give me RNG. We'll throw in a couple of mischievous Mirais. We're gonna throw an Avatar of the Tides because yes, it is stupid and I love it so much. Built a nautical and system for nautical encounters and a whole model class combination system for ships. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I end up thinking about spaceships more because I've been trying to write a fucking science fiction novel for like 10 years now. Not trying, just like on and off writing. But I don't know much about the nautical stuff. What am I doing? RNG. We want double trouble. Do we want double trouble? Yeah, we want double trouble if we're gonna just like eating our fate into the winds. I think like I run something other than Seraphine, but no. New spell. What are we finding? High note works. Ambitious cultist is not what I want here. Let's run Fan Club Presidente. A couple of those. This is very expensive, but we'll be fine. No, we're gonna put in bar. We're gonna put in bar. If we're gonna go RNG, we're gonna put in some fucking bars. Let's do one Glorious Evolution for fun if we can get that going. Avatar with Glorious Evolution does slightly go infinite if you can pull the right effects off. So that would be lovely to actually pull off here. Do I want Nami? Nah. What is the craziest? What's the craziest pairing here? Victor is RNG, so we're putting him in. That's definitely not an excuse for me to play one of my favorite fucking champions. No, not me. I would never shoehorn in a Victor in my life. That's not what I do. Let's find some draw. Sprayfin is, of course, available for such things as the products of Mirai Great Mother. We can also look at Aloof Travelers because it's Aloof Travelers. And if I run a fucking P and Z deck without aloof travelers. I'm sorry. It's time for you to ask whether or not I have been transformed into an entirely new person. If I'm still me after all of that. May you request one of Zon Diva? Formula kind of wicked. Oh, Formula, absolutely. Formula and Zon Diva. We can put in Zon Diva. It's such a funny card because it's so expensive and it doesn't have the base. Someone was actually pointing out the base damage of Albus Pharos got buffed, but something like Zon Diva is in a similar mana cost but doesn't have that base buff to it. So they were saying, like, what if they gave it a Pharos buff where it always at base does like that 3 damage? I think that would be interesting. But yeah, we can throw in one for funsies. Drum Solo would probably a card that's also just like worth casting in general. I've hit the full thing of the deck though. What can I fucking axe? We have bars, so maybe we can take out one of the bar keeps that we are regularly running as a unit. We can probably drop an acorn. Let's put in a couple of drum solos because hopefully we'll be able to trigger the draw. Do we want things like make it rain? I don't know how concerned we are with things like that. We've got acorn, Mirai, Seraphine, Double Trouble early, 3 mana or less. We've got a lot of 4 costs and we've got a lot of expensive things, so I suspect we're gonna be in trouble, but let's see how this feels for now. Seraphine to Threen. Because I'm trying to get her to Mastery 3. Wait, actually, how is my Mastery doing? For those of you who don't quite know, I am trying eventually, my end goal is to get all of these, every single champion in Runeterra to 5. That may be a 10-year endeavor, but that's the goal that I'm like quietly sitting on in the background. So when you ever see me get excited about that, about a champion getting a level up somewhere, that's why. We have a decent amount at 4. Like we have a decent fucking number at 4. And a decent number that are approaching 3. Jax is actually at the same point, so maybe I should have just run Seraphine Jax. But let's focus on the Seraphine right now because we also just have like the deck build. Did you see Ephemerals as a favorite deck? Oh, is it that right now? Is it that right now? Yeah, it is. Yes, it fucking is. So I think I mentioned this briefly. This is currently the deck that I am the most in love with as a meme. We built this on the stream yesterday. It is Teemo, Hakarim, Encroaching Shadows with Soul Cleave. So basically you summon Hakarim as a 9/10 if you get lucky with the Encroaching Shadows, and then you can give him Elusive and then he go face, and that's at least 10 damage plus the Ephemerals buff in general if you can get that by the time that he's on the board. You can also Soul Cleave your Hakarim to pretty much guarantee the ephemeral power buff and also have 2 Overwhelm Hakarims going into face. So that's just kind of, there's a couple of different win cons in here. You can either win with the traditional Encroaching Shadows buff Elusive's way. Teemo gives you a little bit of burn. There's a little bit of burn and Mystic Shot. You can also Harrowing after everything has fucking died. Notes about Soul Cleave and Harrowing if you're thinking about this with an Encroaching Shadows deck. Encroaching Shadows is very specific about it only buffing things in your deck and your hand, not the copies that revive. It's on an everywhere buff. So we were running into that a little bit of like, it's kind of lame when you Harrowing and you get a bunch of 2/1s. But usually by the time that you can cast Harrowing, your opponent should hopefully be around 10 HP, so you can sometimes just like punch through the rest. So yeah, I did a lot of that yesterday. Let's do the Seraphine now though, because that is my current focus. We're gonna do Planet Earth because the music still just like, it's my favorite fucking thing ever. The music is so good. You know what? Viego hasn't had time to scream lately, so we'll let him scream in the background as we do this. Earth. Oh, actually, the Sentinel back matches well enough. Give Victor a skin! Okay. It's okay if he doesn't have a skin. It's fine if he doesn't have a skin. I would still like it if he had a skin. Or if he got little animations when he leveled up in his card art. Someone mentioned that a while back, and I was also just like, that would be so good. That'd be so good. Topaz Golem, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Also, Spin Effects, thank you for the follow as well. I hope you all are enjoying the crazy. This is the usual type of crazy that happens here. We're going up against Kane Gwen. Yo, is Moss up in the chat? Because Moss is running Kane Gwen a lot, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I wonder if they're gonna go for the... Moss's version had elusive Kane. It was blue Kane for hallowed buffs, because they would assume generally that you can't actually do anything against the Kane with the Shadow Assassin. Yeah, it's Kane Gwen. Moss, you are up in the chat. I'm wondering if they're going to do your full build or if it's a different spice running around. For a second I was like, wait, is it Moss? Am I up against Moss now? We have Mirai, we have Great Mother, and we have Aloof Travelers. I think it's unfortunately going to be an Aloof Travelers, though, to be fair, we're probably just going to get rapidly outpaced regardless of what I actually do here. There's a 1-1, looking at combat reel, looking at damage. Looking at mana refill as well. Furth, you're doing too much. Furth, you're doing 3 damage and also a tuning. Furth, can you fucking take a chill pill for 2 seconds? You know, just, I feel pain. I do feel pain. I feel pain just like you, Ferrith. 2-2 and a 2-1. Not terrible. Actually pretty good. 19,000 mastery on the Gwen. Pretty low mastery on the Kane. 5,400 here. That's okay. I had a spray fin, so at least Mirai Great Mother is better than the spray fin that I had in hand previously. Hey, Nami. They're having a good thunk about decisions. They have what? Redeemed Prodigy here at 2. They don't have the Foyer, obviously, because it's 3. They do have Strike Up the Band. Ah, that's an unfavorable trade. No, thank you. 2 Hallowed is going to hurt. Don't have Fearsome, please. Please don't have Fearsome. Though if it's Fearsome, we might be able to high note it out of existence, even though that would be kind of fucking painful to pull. Unless it's, I mean, I would rather use the high note than take 5 damage if they have Phantom Butler. So we'll see. They're not, wait, Kane, they're not casting cultists, really. So they're still relying on the top deck, which honestly I think is pretty fine. Relying on the top deck to find a champion. What a concept when you're looking at Kane Aatrox, right? The fact that they just auto-drew still is pretty strong. Just not as strong as before. Yeah, it's probably... I was thinking about that earlier today, of like, why was the previous season just... Why did the previous season just feel... like something where I felt like actually grinding to Masters and Seasonals, and I was thinking about it, I was like, no, I've just kind of always enjoyed Aatrox in any format. That's totally why that I actually bothered to climb. I just love Aatrox a lot. Yeah, fuck off. We're gonna try and deal 5 damage here, unless you want to Aloof Travelers first, which, to be honest, I do kind of want to Aloof Travelers first. Get rid of a Gwen or a Kane, please. We are dropping an Unforgiving Cold, which is 5 mana, so we don't touch a Gwen if they have it in hand, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Moss. One thing actually. Do you remember? I don't know if you were here, but I think I was playing one of your Kane Gwen decks. That was the game where I top decked 3 Kanes and 3 Gwens in basically all at once. That was a legendary match. And I think it was you who submitted it. So I have you to thank for the pain that I experienced that day of having 6 champions in hand at once. Also, Sky, hello! Welcome back. We got dropped off. If you're talking about the raid, yes. Otherwise, I have dropped nobody in particular. Drop you off somewhere. Let's go here. How is the dog of wisdom? Do we live by his words? Of course we live by the dog of wisdom's word. This is the fucking dog of wisdom. 7 damage. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm not dying. You're dying. Let's do Mariah Grandmother, I guess. Also, Rock, thank you for the follow. Hope you've been enjoying the content here so far. Yeah, fuck you, Calcifer. I need draws. I need stuff. I need them to not hit me for a lot of damage. I need to get a unit that can block Fearsome, and right now it's Zondiva in hand. You're just not as inclined to climb to Masters this time. I think it's because of the lack of expansions. Lack of expansion. The way that they're changing the tournament format as well, of it's not hit Masters to qualify for seasonals in the same way, which I actually think is a positive change, but for now it's just like, I could do it for my own like sense of accomplishment and status, but I have no external pressure to do so anymore, at least not as much. I'm tempted to like make a push over the next couple weeks just to hit Masters so I don't have to fucking fall to gold by the end of the season and just like fucking run degen elites or something, but I still haven't made the call, so it's probably not going to happen at this point. This is definitely not your Kane Gwen. No, this is very different. When they cast Firth, I was like, it doesn't quite feel the same. You would like to believe you invented Hallowed Cane? You're the only person who has sent it in. Oh, why does it have spell shield? Why does it have spell shield? Nobody fucking asked for spell shield. Nobody asked you about producing spell shield. I'm gonna cast the Seraphine here. I could have cast the formula first. It gave me Unworthy Soul. Hear me out. I can Unworthy Soul to pop the spell shield and then Piltovan Tellstones to get Aftershock on it? There's so many bad decisions. Oh, I do have Mariah Great Mother out now to block the Fearsome, so at least that's a little bit less of a concern. I can also just shoot down the foyer now, so that might be worth, honestly. I think I'm actually gonna shoot the foyer down because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a super better target for that. I mean, obviously there's Pogger's Day in that card, but I have Formula and I have Time Trick in hand, so I think I'll rely on those for interactions instead. If they don't kill the 3/3, then at least we do have a way of around the Keeper of the Box. Yeah, I believe it. I totally fucking believe it. If they find a Cane, it should let us know. Did you find the Cane? Did you find the Cane? Unfortunately, we have to wait for the Cane to level to... Oh, they didn't pick the Cane. To wait for the Cane to find out if they actually have the... if they're going to pick the Shadow Assassin Cane for elusive buff. Because I think the Masa will also be a good determination of whether or not they're running something very similar to yours, just with different units, or if it's just like, nah, they just decided that buffing the Darken weapon on top of Gwen was a good idea. Excuse me, the burps. I saw this Mountain Dew in the store earlier today when I went shopping. This is not an advertisement. I am unfortunately not sponsored by Mountain Dew. This is just me being silly. They have this Mountain Dew Pitch Black that I had never seen before. So I bought it, and there's like this crazy long description under it. It's like weirdly black purple in color. And the description is, with a blast of dark citrus punch flavored with other natural flavors, which is just like too many words for drink. But it's an interesting one for sure. Let's do Formula. That gives me 6 mana remaining. That's okay. It's a Venom Symbiote. Does that mean I'm gonna have a Venom up my ass shortly? That's okay. There's a Dawning Shadow. There's a Dawning Shadow? Yo, there's a fucking Dawning Shadow. I'm alive if... Oh, am I not alive? Wait, am I not alive? Wait, oh, hold up. Am I not alive? That's 7 damage to my face with a Blooming Cultist. I am going to shut that elusive up real hard so that it only gets the, you know, +4 instead of it going up even more than that. Dawn and Dusk is a funny card. Oh, I could Dawn and Dusk Mirai if I don't have to use the Dawning Shadow here so that I get more bullshit spells out of the deck. Mountain Dew Pitch Black is your favorite flavor. Remember years ago they did a vote for Baja Blast for Pitch Black and you chose Pitch Black. This the losing flavor would never come back, which was Pitch Black. Oh, Okay, to be fair, this does say 0 sugar on it, so unless the original was also that, it might be some weird fucking version. But yeah, no, this still definitely exists, I guess. I'm gonna do this because I don't think I die to the 4-3 anymore. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking rip this. If they're making Pitch Black come back, you'll be so happy. This has an expiration date of... When does your expiration date? May 1st, 2023. Oh, that's actually pretty close. I wonder if this is the last of their stock or if they're actually bringing it back, because the expiration date makes me think that maybe they're trying to what's the word, just get rid of overstock that they had remaining around. I'm not sure. It does taste kind of, it's actually not a terrible flavor. I was hesitant because I'm like, what is this weird bullshit that I'm looking at? This is 3 to everything on the board, which unfortunately kills Undying and doesn't kill anything else. I think what I might do here is just wait for them to cast the Cane that we know that they have in hand, and then rip the Dawning Shadow upon it. Because the Cane can strike something. They might strike the 3-3, in which case we also die. Oh, I mean, we just died of the Blooming Cultist, unfortunately, which also just kind of really sucks. Like, that just kind of sucks, unfortunately. So let's do this. Nowhere to be found. Thank you for the deck code. Copying that in now. Appreciate the second submission here. Let's take a look at it and see what is going on. They do lose everything, which brings me in a not insignificant amount of joy. Let's swing, except with the 3-3 here. Unfortunately, I also need to probably rip a Time Trick to see what we can find, because I need a blocker. Oh, but we have the Spray Fin now. Spray Fin might be able to pull us out of the Blooming Cultist problem. I should have held that back as well. I am unfortunately yeeting into the 4-3 and a bunch of other things. That was a fucking mistake. Holy shit, but not punished. Not punished too hard for it. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Let's make more blockers, I think. There's still a chance of them having a Furious Wielder in hand. But let's try this for now. I have Zap and Diva next turn. Oh, I do have Diva. That's true, actually. And now that's not spell shielded. We get a Tune and Petricite Hound, which does not block Fearsome, but that's okay. Yeah, the Spray Fin should hopefully save our ass. That's Roar of Acathia. That is a Cane again. We're gonna overcast with the 7-5, yeah. That now wipes everything off the fucking board. Let's go. It would be funny to win from Diva. It looks like the Diva call is actually doing a shitload of work right now, because now the Cane is a 2-2, and that's all that they've got. I didn't know the Zom Diva even had an animation. It's pretty mild, all things considered, but it's kind of fun. I like it. Yeah, that's great. That's a 4-3. That's wonderful. It can trade with a 2-2. That's great. The fact that you're worried about it trading with a 2-2 is hilarious. Oh my God, we might be able to pull this out, actually. We might just be able to do it. Yeah, Seraphine's also almost leveled. That will definitely kill me, though, if it hits with Elusive, so we do have to be a little bit concerned about it. Let's pass, bank mana, cast Seraphine, cast a spell. I think we want Time Trick in that case. That just gets Fearsome. They are bouncing off the top deck here. I shall be formulating a master plan to win the game for sure. I promise, yes, definitely. Seraphine gives me Hunt the Weak. Does that usable? I don't know. I don't know if that's usable, but we're about to fucking find out. If that is something that will actually have an effect. Either way, Seraphine does trigger. And it's 2 mana. So, you know what? It's a small price to pay for seeing what they maybe have in hand. It's probably not a unit. Yeah, it's not a unit, unfortunately. But that's kind of still okay, to be fair. Let's cast Time Tricks for things. We have back alley bar as well, but I think I want to time trick and see more of what the Mirai may have given us. Icathian Mirages are also just kind of solid things to have to replenish our board state, and they can't swing with the cane after they've struck with the cane on the next turn, so we might be able to just turn right the fuck back around and attack them if we can't win this turn. The goal is to win this turn. We can hopefully do that between damage and time tricks and Seraphine and hopefully maybe getting rid of Keeper of the Box or something like that. Or just, you know, finding 3 mana. I don't actually want Ruination. Ruination would be actually kind of shitty because then they can turn around and slap us with Undying. So I don't want Ruination. We need something else here. Double Trouble. There's another Mirai. Let's skip that. There's Scrap Shot. Scrap Shot and Back Alley Bar. Well, bye Cane, I guess. Yeah, let's try to say goodbye to the Cane. Opponent already roping. Opponent already be roping, indeed. They always do. My opponents always rope me. Avatar, bye-bye, I don't need you. It's totally fine. You're okay. It's okay if we don't have you immediately. We can swing, and the most that they can block right now is 7 damage. Unless that's some crazy... Oh, it's a Heedless Resurrection. Yeah, I mean, you can have that. It does reset the Cane, at least. Let's see. They can block with the 2/2. They block the 7/5 probably, which means the 7/5 actually still has kind of impunity to attack for sure, because this is a very favorable trade. The 3/3 is a favorable trade. The 2/3 is a favorable trade. The others aren't really good for us to be attacking in with. I could go with them anyway, though, just because we have so many units on the board and this does threaten lethal. So let's go with that. Yeah, the 7/5 is just so nice. And again, now that we know everything that's in their hand, we're doing okay. Yeah, you need to block with that 2/2. You need to block with the 2/2 as well. Okay, so Cane can pull and kill Seraphine. We know that for sure. We are... they're down to 9 HP because of the healing off of that, and also that's just the blockers that they've got. We aren't dead. They don't have elusives. We don't have elusives, though, if they've managed to pull a Blooming Cultist again. So that will be definitely a concern. I do have a bunch of time tricks still just hanging out, though. That's not the target I expected you to take, but that's okay, I guess. Do you have Overwhelm, or what's happening? Okay, you're taking the Seraphine, which is arguably the better decision. I agree with that decision more here. They know what awaits them. Chaos awaits them for sure. So one Seraphine died. There's a Victor somewhere in this deck, by the way. As we saw before with the little bloop that we don't know where he is. There's one card in hand that we don't know what the identity is. That card. I'm just gonna cast a Back Alley Bar here. We're getting Blades of the Fallen, which is a lot of random Acathia procs, isn't it now? That's just so many procs for Roar of Acathia. I meant to cast a time trick while the Seraphine was on the board, and I just fucking forgot. So that's my deep mistake. Puffcaps and Crimson Aristocrat. Oh, I think they just die, though. I think on the open attack, they also might just die, depending on what they do with the cane.
The child is gone. The killer remains.
Okay, so they pick regular Rost. Boring, but understandable. What do we want to do here? So open attack right now. They block 7 and they block 3. They heal on the strike, so they effectively have 11 HP, and I'm currently only have 8 with the remaining units. So we do have to wait to see what the draw is. Rost is disappointed. Yeah, I can see why you would be disappointed by that one. Seraphine is back. We don't really have anything amazing to duplicate with the Seraphine, though, which is kind of awkward. Mirai is back. I actually don't think any of those are the win con that we need right now. Spirit Fire. Oh, Spirit Fire kills a bunch of things, doesn't it? Spirit Fire kills a bunch of shit. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, let's do this. Let's overwrite the back alley bar. Punch a 3/3 and make it bigger.
By all means, get in my way.
We have this. 7/3, 5/2, and the 3 power units can go for sure. That's disappointing. That also, the Spirit Fire also revives Undying, so it's a 5/5. They pick a Darken, which is a little, I am a little concerned by that. And the Roar of Acacia thing that can be duplicated. I do, yeah. So I think we just have to rip the open attack and then see what happens. Trading is likely. But we do have this to also just reduce the power of things. So the 3/2 probably doesn't really impact the board state. The 4/2 can't block, the 5/2 trades with something pretty much guaranteed, I think, and then the Rost is there to heal back a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not enough to kill the Rost. But it's not an Aatrox, so it doesn't quite have the regeneration. Actually, if I just let that resolve, we actually have a fine board state, and then we can do this on the next turn, because we're still killing things. Like, I could have kept the Zomdiva, but I don't actually know if we need to do that necessarily. That's heal to 7. They get the weapon back. That doesn't kill itself now. We can summon Acacia, we can summon Unlicensed Innovation and have room for all of that shit. We can rely on the top deck. Moss, what was your thought before I just yeeted? Yeah, let's go with this. Boom. Blockers. Unfortunately, healthy Rost happening. You're a 5. Yeah, you're a 5/5. Let's get this 5/5 out as well. Boop. They're down to 4. They're down to fucking 4. Thinking I could kill Rost. Not quite. It would depend on the power of my unit, and I just didn't quite have enough to shove it over the edge there. That should be lethal, I think. They heal to 6 with the Rost, and then we can hopefully just go to town. They do have Vengeances and Ruinations, but none of those. Oh, Eclectic Collection with full board? Fuck yeah! We can force them to drop buff caps to death. Yes! Yes, good. Good. Good, 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 good. What do you have in hand? What is that one card that you've got? What are you thinking about over there? Okay, you're thinking about the open. Oh, what's the overwhelm like? Shit! Overwhelm damage. -2. Is -2 enough? Brings it to 8. I think. Oh, I mean, we have to do this as a try. Fuck! Is that too much? I forgot that the Ross actually has overwhelm. I forgot that he has overwhelm! One spell and we're fucking dead. If they have momentous choice here, we are fucking dead. Do they have momentous choice? No! Why did I forget about the overwhelm? I'm fucking stupid, apparently. Yeah, I was like, nah, we're fine. They didn't have momentous choice! Oh, they didn't have momentous choice. Oh, they didn't have momentous choice. Oh, do you have Atrocity randomly? Do you randomly have Atrocity? They picked a Darken. Oh, no, you're right. They did pick a Darken. Thank you. I forgot. No! Oh, they picked Kane for Overwhelm. Fuck you. So close. Oh, fuck you. So fucking close. Damn it. I don't have removal for that. I don't have removal for that. Oh, shit. Can we get a GG at least? Because that was a good fucking game. No. Come on, GG. Let's go. You were roping me before. Don't be an asshole. Maybe they have emotes turned off. That's the only excuse for them not replying there. That's literally the only excuse. Braum? Toxic asshole. Fuck you. Frustrating. I hated that. Frustrating. I hated that. And we didn't even get the Seraphine, did we? Fuck you. Ah. I fought so hard. We didn't even see a Gwen. To be fair, if they'd had the Gwen, they would have won even faster. That would have, we would have been terrible, but, Ah, I clawed my way back from the brink, get the back from elusives, and we still ate shit. Toxic things when you're betting and we got me. Thank you, Piano Man. We don't have to go straight for the banhammer. We just go straight for the tilt bucket. I need a tilt bucket IRL. I need a tilt bucket for the stream. Every time I have a display excessive tilt, donate a sub to the chat or something. That's actually, I should hold on to that idea actually. That was upsetting. And now we're up against Anivia. Victor, where were you last game? Where were you? It was Kane v Seraphine. And I don't actually think that was the best iteration possible. We could have had you, Victor. Victor, you could have helped us. You could have helped me. But no! Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Hey, Acorn, let's go. Give me a 4-mana drum solo. Or not. Or not. Or don't, I guess. You want a time trick here, maybe? Just so we're not burning too much mana. Maybe find a Seraphine, maybe find Aloof Travelers. Mariah Warden, though, is good blocks. And we have the Victor for next turn, though. Why did I mulligan the Aloof Travelers when we're up against Freljord Control? That's something I'm not actually quite sure of. Once again, we get Cithria of Cloudfield off of the Mariah Warden. Mariah doing her best to really help us out. 62,000 on the chicken, by the way, so chicken is going to be scary. Yeah, let's cast Mariah here, actually. It blocks. We're gonna ignore the boar. Let's just kill the 3-1, I think. Potentially. Oh, no, 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 no. You're only getting one of those rampy boys. You're not getting 3 of them. You're not getting 3 extra mana gems. You're getting 1, okay? The value train stops here. Sup, people? How would one fry in Anivia? Martin Thomas, hello. Asking the hard-hitting questions. I like it. I imagine that you turn Ionia into a pot of boiling oil and then dump her in it. Just the whole ass Ionia, which I'm sure nobody will have a problem with. You know, go Swain, the Warmongerer. Hope there's more than just 3 champs next expansion. More champs would be cool. Absolute madness and insanity is always fun for the video game. All the things at once. Okie dokie. Tough is not bad. We like a good tough. I can actually kind of swing here. I don't know why there's 0. Do you really want to slay stuff? I mean, it's a blocker, to be fair. Blockers are still useful, despite it all. There's a glimpse beyond. Okay, so we hold on to a unit. Dumping ice into a vat of oil, that's how you get kitchen fires. That is true, but I don't know if you can really avoid that interaction with the chicken herself. Like, how do you avoid the kitchen fire with Anivia? That's an interesting problem. That's a science problem that, to be fair, I think is above my pay grade. I don't have the physics answers for that one. Dodoni Nora, welcome to the chat, by the way. Hope you've been enjoying the random-ass conversations that have been occurring. If you don't get Masters this time, can you blame any wanting the better-looking icon? Yes. Yes, you absolutely 1000% can. You got that regen. Do you have pings? No, I don't think you have pings. I think we are fine if we block with the Victoire. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because you don't have buffs and you can't drain this. So it's just a 4-2. Thank you, Victor, for getting an objectively useful keyword and not fated. I hate it when he gets fated. It's so bad when he gets fated because you can't use it for anything. Do you remember when you mentioned the alphabet deck ideas? Yes, I do remember that actually. Drum solo maybe? Drum solo is pretty nice. I could chop down the chicken and try to do something, but let's do a drum solo here. I think we have so many drum solos that it's actually kind of fucking funny at this point. Meditation. I took the other one. Whoops. So that's almost a level to Chacon. Let's do hex core first, I think. Let's see what we get out of that. There's some looking, and it turns out the only two regions with X at the start of the names are Targon and Shurima. Oh, only two regions with X at the start. Oh, for like cards that exist in the region. Oh, wait, where's yeah, I was thinking of Zalani. Zalani is outside of that. Right? Shurima? No. Wait, what is Zalani again? Would you do on an actual drum solo? Oh god! Probably quite horribly, in fact. Probably quite atrociously, actually. Oh, you don't have Challenger. For some reason I thought you had fucking Challenger, and I don't know why I did that. Let's do this. I would like to draw a ping. That's just an Aloof Travelers. So unfortunately the fucking chicken is gonna level. Let's at least try to get something expensive out of hand. We dropped another chicken. Yay, chicken dropping. That's the sentry. I'm just gonna wait. Unless, well, we could do this, I suppose. Reasoning behind meditation is you draw spells, you might turn over pain to completely kill the chicken. That's honestly probably the better decision. I was hoping that other cards would get me pings, but I think your call to actually bank on maybe finding the second Hynod or something was the better call. Or honestly attacking him with a Victor and then holding some mana open. I think I just kind of flubbed that turn. We might be able to recover depending on what we top deck, but yeah, I think that was a mistake. I kind of agree. As the Zursai and Xenotype Researcher, Zalani one is a destroyer of wars, the other is a sausage. What goofy adventure will they embark on? Oh, that's amazing. That's a lot of chickens. That is a lot of chickenings. I cannot stop you from the chickenings, unfortunately. That does kind of happen. That does kind of occur. Just with or without my consent, really, which is just rude as fuck. How about back alley bar that gives me Merciless Hunter, which, I mean, at this point, I think I'm just angling for that good, for the good damage off of something else at this point. Let's not kill their draw. Let's put something in front of this. Let's just block all of the things that we know are dying anyway. The chickens have ephemeral, but unfortunately I can't really strike them beforehand. Q is the other hardest letter. Bruce, wait, after seeing the stream titled Peasant, I am a peasant. I am solidly still required to do peasant things. Hi, Victor. Yeah, I can't hit them, unfortunately. If I had high note, but the problem is that they're also just gonna revive immediately. Ephemeral egg into doom. You know how that works? Ephemeral egg into just doom and fucking destruction? Good shit. I can get rid of one, hypothetically, unless they have a buff here, which they might because they have 8 mana. They don't have a buff immediately. That's okay. It's okay. Send help. I think we might want to bang for Glorious. Oh, they have another Soul Cleave. Oh no. Oh dear God. Help. Why are they doing this to me? The best first region of Streamer for the constant covers Q and X, which are the hardest letters, but Streamer lacks L and Y. Yo, I like that I've sent you down a rabbit hole again with this alphabetical stuff. They don't die to the end of the. They do not die until the end of the round. Yeah, that's 4 chickens. I think we got this. I think we've got this. Look, I have Glorious Evolution. I will become robot, and surely you know that robots are better than the god. A god, you know, robot beat god every time. Yes, totally, for sure, definitely, absolutely. That's what's gonna happen. Yes. Look, it's just a stupid chicken. I am not a person anymore. Yeah. That's, well, look, discounts. This point I'm just saying random shit. Seraphine, Rage Time? I went for the stupid play that pretty much guarantees that I lose, but is at least entertaining for me personally. L and Y aren't covered by Nox and Shadows or PNC. Those regions are out of the running. Okay, give me Victor keyword. Is there anything else that's been created that I could cast? I mean, yes, I can just level off of all of my shit now, which is okay. Do you want to vengeance it? Because you haven't really cast any removal other than the removal of my nexus. So if you would like to potentially kill the victor, I would understand. Quick attack is useless, but thank you for trying. Yeah. I think the only thing that I can hope for is for them to not open attack, which would be moronic of them to do, and that I somehow drum solo a Mirai product that wins me the game. That's what we need to do. I need to somehow drum solo my way into a leveled Fiora win con. Shame wanted to pursue perfection. Well, I mean, okay, so Seraphine and Victor are here. My stuff is cheap. My stuff is cheap. Let it be known! My things are inexpensive. I have purified. I guess I can get that going. What are you at again? 6 of 9. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough new spells for that to really count for much of anything. I have a Merciless Hunter for purposes, I suppose. What do you learn about doing that? Zelawar has too many cards that start with T. Too many cards that start with T! An interesting observation. I'm gonna just cast stuff and then have the high note. Should have given a chicken vulnerable so that I can actually get rid of a fucking chicken, but I'm apparently moronic, which is just really fucked that up. Okay, we're fine. Why didn't I give a chicken vulnerable? I'm losing my mind here. Probably double trouble. I should have taken a chicken out so that we were only facing, you know, 6 damage instead of 8, which was me being stupid. For sure. Victor actually lives a little bit. Not super much. He does not live a lot, but he lives because it's only basically 1 damage to each thing. We lose all of the stuff that I like to have in my possession. Drum solo. Get us some. That's a 3 mana avatar. Unfortunately, the Victor. Oh, I don't actually live because we're looking at too much damage off of these guys. Got it. Nope, I yeeted my whole game by not actually casting the vulnerable on something and then getting the high note to kill it afterwards. To be fair, they only also used 2 soul cleaves on their chickens, so they might have had a 3rd one. I am not quite sure. That's what happened on the first CDS game of chickens for days. Could block 3 chickens? Oh, did I just yeet the blocks as well? Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna leave it there. We're just gonna leave it there. I made so many mistakes. It doesn't really matter anymore. Except my Seraphine still isn't fucking there, is she? Damn it. Ah, fine. One more attempt. One more attempt, and then we'll leave it for a little bit. You're still unfortunately just kind of chugging along at a pathetic snail's pace. One more attempt with this. Then we've got a deck from nowhere to be found to jump into. Hopefully we misplay less with this one, but also no promises. No promises on that one. John the Trash Mouth with Seraphine Ezreal. Bilgewater, Seraphine Ezreal. So actually our colors as well. I do not despise this hand. What's your Ezreal mastery? 70,000. Why do you like the scum so much? Why do you like Ezreal so much? Targeting. Oh, hi. I have one too. I got a pokey stick. Pokey stick is fun. Bam. Okay. If they have a double trouble right now, I will fucking laugh my ass off. But yeah, let's just go with this. Would like to take this time to say how much you hate this current meta. The only thing is to see in Diamond 1 is Jace, Lux, Elites, or Rise, and legitimately nothing else. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. Even in my meme matches, Lux Jace still crops up quite a bit, actually. I think I've been playing such memey things. Not a Grenadier! Oh my god, trash. Not Grenadier. Is that Pokestickable? That's almost pokey-stickable, which I'm amazed that they're actually bothering to block a 2-1 there. Like, that fucking surprises me. They lose Travelers, we lose Bar, but that's okay. Interesting. Don't want to burn their mana? Or don't want to set up board presence? I think I'm actually not going to take the bait. I feel like it's bait into something, but I feel like I'm not going to take it. Because they had to know that was going to die eventually, so what are they baiting me into? Yordle Grifter misses Allegiance! Woo! Okay, excellent. Love to see that. Love to see it. Okay, so they baited me into taking 3 damage, which is okay. What is your expensive shit? Probably the same draw spells that I've got. So let's cast Aloof. I know that we had Mirai in hand, but I don't want to deal with their stuff. Mischievous Mirai. Oh, it's Seraphine Ezreal Mischievous Mirai. Don't love it for sure, but we'll hear. We gotta deal with it. Go you. Swing for face. We've got a Dusk Petal Dust, which I guess I can cast eventually. Targeting a 1/1. Pretty expensive targeting for you, so I don't absolutely despise it. Ezreal is coming down. That I do despise, actually. It's a little early, but I guess they don't really care, or they have just a shitload of targeting in hand, which scares me. Yeah, okay. I think we do block the 3/3, so that we're only taking 3 damage from the Mystic Shot, hypothetically. I think. It's too early for Avatar of the Tides. We have a lot of good options here. Victor baits removal. Vector does bait removal and leaves us with a drum solo afterwards. Potentially. Is it on face or is it on something else? Oh, it's just 2 on the Victor. That's fair enough. Better that than on something else that, for instance, that can block the Ezreal, I think. That goes away. We're still waiting on Avatar. That's Piltover Tellstones, which can actually take out a good old Ezreal, potentially. So let's get Mirai going again, and then hopefully we'll be able to draw something with the Sprafe and Drum Solo. We'll be triggering to flow with the Piltover Tellstones, hypothetically. Their Drum Solo is going. They're not going to have buffs because they're the same colors we are, and those regions are not good at doing that for sure. 0 mana Time Trick coming out. Hopefully it's another Ezreal. I don't think it should be. They might not be banking on me actually being able to remove it here. 4 of 9 on the Seraphine for us. Probably taking 3 damage over there. Oh, Troll Chant? Troll Chant from Seraphine? Are you shitting me? What the fuck? I thought my Pokey Stick was good. It was not good enough. No. Oh, fuck. That feels terrible. That feels so bad. Holy fuck, that feels bad. Oh, God. All right. We might as well do this, I guess. That's it's free Seraphine, a 3 mana Mirai. Seraphine's High Note is actually a spell that works here, though. So let's try that. Time Trick also is a spell that can happen here. So that is a dead Ezreal, despite all of our misplaced efforts, our ineffective methods of trying to kill him previously. That's a 3 mana Glory's Call. Manifest a card from the Emperor's deck. That is a spicy piece of interesting. I don't know the Emperor's deck well enough to be able to tell you what I actually want to get from this card, but I for sure am casting it. I am for sure casting it. I'm also losing my whole board. That's unfortunate. I need to get rid of Mirai. That's what I need to do. So I'm hopefully manifesting something that can get rid of Mirai Morden. A spicy piece of interesting. Consider that stolen. You should go for it. Obliterate a follower. That sounds exactly what I wanted. Yes, good. Yes, goodbye. Haha. No, you don't have that. I don't have one either, for sure, and I will never be casting one ever. Look, you don't have counter spells. Look, that's a formula. Look, it doesn't. You can make yes, make kegs. Yes, it still goes away in a second. Okay, that's, yep, yep. Okay, good. Only 2 spells cast. Fantastic. Condemn.
few days.
What is your thing? 6 of 9. Mine's at 8 of 9, bitch. So we're still actually ahead on our Seraphine. Though the Seraphine is probably fucking dying, not gonna lie. It's probably just fucking dead here. I am tempted to cast our own Mischievous Mirai and then try to take out the 0-1. Or we could just cast Back Alley Bar and try to take out the 0-1 keg, which I think is probably better. Fucking Ledros! Okay. Hi, Ledros. Good to see you. How's life been doing over there? Do you have damage? Because if you have damage, you're gonna fucking use it right now. At least you lose a little bit of pressure with that. So I'm taking 5, which brings me down to 9. Our hand is not full, so we do actually get to cast some stuff here. Ezreal is happening. That is not good. That is objectively no good, very bad. We could strike it with a Mischievous Mirai, because that Condemn is actually looking pretty spicy. Let's cast the cheap Mirai and then go with the Condemn here. Because they're not going to expect it. They're definitely not going to anticipate it, which is progress for me, I think. I'm still taking 4, which is an unfortunately large amount of damage. Is that too low? I'm only saving 1 HP by going for the 2-1 though, so let's just do it anyway. Dusk into Sarah into Mirai. Well, I played that in a completely different order. I'm gonna try and sneak out Seraphine here for sure. There's a line 'em up. That is a slow speed spell. So we're just gonna wait on that, I suppose. Oh, but it does make kegs here, so they might be able to shoot down the Caustic Rift onto the keg. So we're looking at not a dead Ezreal, unfortunately. Yeah, all of that works, and the Ezreal still hits. So then, unfortunately, they're just getting a lot of value out. That's still 1 to anything, plus the Mystic Shot. Let's go with Seraphine at least. She probably dies, but at least it's a level. So I think I get something contributing to the Mastery Quest at least. Not what we want for sure, but it's something. Duplication off of the Seraphine is 2 damage, plus the Ezreal targeting. So we are just dead, unfortunately. We are unfortunately just dead, which sucks. But it's the first time leveling the Seraphine on board, which is something, I guess. Can't interrupt my burst speed spells. There's a high note. Let's take that. There's more high notes, which is interesting for sure. I guess let's take them. And then hope that on the open we can turn around. Oh, no, it overwrote. That's okay, I think. Let's... Because one of them was a Seraphine. Let's do 2 and 1. But it isn't a new spell, so she doesn't count it, actually. In that case, let's maybe not hit the Seraphine, even though we're probably just going to run into a burst speed spell right now that kills us, because all the Ezreal needs is 3. Leaving the Seraphine here is terrible, but I can't kill her, and I think we're just going to lose anyway. They didn't have a burst speed spell for the Ezreal? Nonsensical. Absolutely nonsensical. That kills me. That may just also kill me, which sucks. Formula gives me 3 mana back. I actually think I kind of need a unit here. Avatar of the Tides is an interesting card here, because there's a chance that it can pop off and there's a chance that it kills me. 2 high notes on the Seraphine and 1 on the Ezreal would kill both. It's not a new spell, so she's not duplicating it. Because I had cast a high note previously. Otherwise, I was thinking that I could kill both the Seraphine and the Ezreal, but it was only dealing 2 and 1, unfortunately. Avatar is a Hail Mary that I think is going to fail, but it's a Hail Mary, so let's fucking go. That's another Zap Spray Fin. they've used a lot of mystic shots and make it rains. So maybe they don't have damage. I'm gonna hit with Avatar of the fucking Tides. Yeah, can you kill my Avatar right now? Probably, actually. That's, line him up, okay, yeah, yeah, that's 2 damage, yeah, that brings it down to a 4-2, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, oh, terrible. I'm just, like, far away from the screen trying to avoid my doom. Or you can kill the Seraphine, that's also fair. You can kill the Seraphine. If you really want to. 2 and 3, or we just fucking die. Or we just die because the 1 damage off of the knock him down is enough. Damn it! Ah, I hate Ezreal so much. Ezreal fucking sucks. Death to Ezreal. Drum solo, get me something here? It's not going to, and they know they have an open attack, probably. Flash of Brilliance is getting them something, it doesn't really matter. I need to be able to cast a blocker here. They're going for iterative improvement. Oh, to rub in at the fact that I can't find anything off of the... that block the spray fins, most likely. Yeah, Mariah is not gonna give me elusive, all things considered. Unless it somehow fucking... No, it did not find me a Poro, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it did not find me a Poro. So we get eaten alive by elusive. We don't even get eaten alive by Ezreal. We just run into elusive. They had an iterative in hand. Did they have an iterative in hand when Ezreal was on the field? I don't think they did. I think they were top decking. I think they top decked that later. Are we literally 10 away? We're 10 away. I swear to God. Let's do a viewer request, though. I'm done trying to get Seraphine to 3. Apparently, she just refuses. This is not my fault. This is my opponent's problem and the Seraphine's problem, not mine. What am I want to remove here? What was I doing this for again? Oh, Gemcrafter Nami. That actually was kind of fun. I might keep that one. Let's delete Immortal Cleave. We've found better Immortal Cleave, or cleave options in general, so let's get rid of that. This is a deck from nowhere. This is more Bilgewater, P and Z. Is there Sarah? That's really just the question now. Is there a Sarah? Do I have another shot at getting it? It's okay if I don't, actually. We are looking at... Is it Singleton? Oh, it's not Singleton. Oh, shit. Fizz, Bot, Coral Creatures, Ab, Ferris, Financier, Make It Rain, Mystic Shot, Rummage, Time Trick, Ezreal, Get Excited, Funsmith, Static Shock, Eye of Naga Kaboros, and 3 Mischievous Mirais. So we have Fizz, and we have Ezreal, and we have a lot of fucking targeting. So let's try and target some stuff. This seems... I would wager reasonably doable. I actually haven't gotten a crazy Mirai interaction, or Mischievous Mirai interaction. So we'll see if we can pull that out, because it would be kind of amazing. I ignored it the last game because it's not really a Mischievous Mirai deck. It's more of a Mirai Great Mother deck. So... I wasn't just going for the spell focus. I had Seraphine instead of the Fizz. And this also has just more damage in general. Like, I don't have Get Excited, I don't have Abs. I don't have Make It Rain, which is a card that I considered putting in. We're up against Mono Vector Shadow Isles. Fucking respect. Good to see another Victor player up in here. What's going on? Well, those are spells, to be fair. Make It Rain, Get Excited is enough to kill a Victor on sight if we can pull it off. If our opponent ever deigns to return to the match here. Hello! I have PNZ too! It's a great region. It has a lot of utility. Okay, so they are around. They did mulligan. They weren't just AFK. Let's pass and cast a Ferris or a Coral Creatures. Probably it's Reggie, I imagine. Hi, Viego. You're so cute. I feel like this Viego hauntling thing is the equivalent of having like a really feisty cat next to you. Of like, it kind of wants to kill you, but it's also kind of cute and it makes squeaky noises. Is our opponent roping or DC'd or what? Because the mulligan was committed right before the end of the timer, which makes me think they're roping, which is a little annoying. Oh, they're roping. They're roping. That timer did not finish, I don't think. Oh, don't rope me too hard, please. I am but a mere Israel player, which is something I've never complained about ever in my life. You don't know that. You don't know my story, Cameo. I'm not scum. I'm only like light scum on Tuesdays. Today's not a Tuesday. Ah, yes, finally you do something. Holy shit, it took you that long to cast a boom fucking baboon? I have Parley. That's a fun card in a different scenario. They're totally roping. Are they busy? I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that they're busy. We're gonna be nice and assume busy. Not immediate doom and destruction. Hextech Anomaly, Hextech Transmogulator, and True Shot Barrage. I don't know what they're playing, so I'm tempted to take True Shot here for the Mirai because that's additional damage. Yeah, fuck it. It's the fanciest out of them, with the potential exception of Hextech Anomaly, of course. That looks like a Make It Rain if I've ever seen one, just to push a little bit of targeting here. It is Tuesday somewhere. To be fair, that is a fact. Maybe it's Tuesday for them. Maybe they're a time zone or two ahead of me, so it's already Tuesday. It's 10:14 p.m. right now. And they're just channeling the bitch energy before I could get to it myself. Maybe that's what's happening. Do they block with their challengers at all? Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. So they can still pull something. Yeah, them having Rummage in hand was annoying, but certainly not catastrophic. They potentially have Victor here, but we still have some of the damage options I was talking about. We do have Mystic Shot Get Excited, so I can chuck probably Parley or something to get that damage out. There's a Darken Harp. Oh, that's Mystic Shotable, I would dare say. I can cast a Mystic Shot on that, I think. You see my open mana. Do they equip more stuff? Yeah, Serato being in there is kind of annoying, to be fair. Such a creepy looking card. It looks kind of like on the struts going around, that is kind of like an origami effect. Like those look folded, which is kind of cool. Also, I didn't realize Serato was a she. That's interesting. This doesn't actually matter in particular. It's just a fact that I just realized now. No. No? No. You can drain my 2-1 if you like. But I'm gonna try and prevent you from having things, just in general. Okay, things have been prevented. I could have parlayed that one thing. I think it was okay to ignore it, though. Mischievous Mirai is here with Ignitions. Which is an interesting fact for sure. You want to risk one and then start going with spells? If I can get 2 Mirais on the field, that's pretty funny. Though they do have drains and they do have spells themselves with Shadow Isles PNZ, so that's probably going to be a time to deal with for us, I imagine. That's a Hex Obliterator. Yeah, that's fucking fair. I understand. Let's do... We could also still do that Parley, though. It's actually the same amount of damage, and we do get it pushed through a little bit more to Nexus here. Also, the Bold Vizier. I am getting a bit of a tax return, which is nice. I almost wasn't getting a tax return because of how some insurance worked out. But then I managed to find the right way to get the fucking tax software to understand what I needed. So I won't have to randomly pay an extra almost $1,000. Good? Fuck the IRS? Yeah, fuck the IRS. Like, I do appreciate roads and schools and, you know, all the good things that taxes are for. But also fuck the IRS. I can kill the victor outright. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the victor outright. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. I don't like the victor that you have It is. Oh, but we hit Nexus! I forgot there was actually a 50-50 chance it whiffs, and boy, did it fucking whiff. Ah, the whiff. Oh no, not the whiff. Not the whiff here. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping for a very different outcome on that one. Please don't get regen. Please don't get tough. Please don't get any of the stuff that I can't interact with. You got elusive. That doesn't mean you're immune to damage, so here we go. Yeah, that's deeply unfortunate, actually. Darkened Heart brings it up to 5 as well to my face, which is just kind of annoying. Does that a make it? No, you don't have make it rain. Again, Vile Feast. I keep thinking they maybe have a Vile Feast. What did you discard? Rummage to get rid of the ballistic bot. Interesting. I would have gone for the Darkened Harp, honestly, and got Darkened Harp upgrades to your Victor, because you're now only dealing 3 instead of 5. I would have prioritized the elusive damage while you still had it, but I guess it kind of makes sense to go for the ignition generator. I don't know if they need to be super worried about 10 HP though, but I do have Fizz Ezreal, so I guess if they're worried about either of those targets, then it's a problem. That also does remind me, by the way, they got Victor elusive when I have Fizz Ezreal. This is wrong. Something about this is wrong. Funsmith is okay. I think I'd rather open attack. Fizz is level. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Ooh. Who needs to worry about the Victor when I have Mystic Shot again? This is not a trade, I assume. Or it is a trade. Which means I still have a Mystic Shot for face. I can live with that, actually. They have 5 cards. Back Alley Bar is expensive, but understandable. Let's cast another bot here. Go for another Mirai. Start stacking. Start stacking. Because I can deal right now 6 damage to face. 3. I can deal about 6 damage. They're gonna get a lot of shit off of the bar, obviously. I don't know if they're actually gonna get enough off of the bar that they survive everything that we're doing. Which is always exciting. Yeah, give me a keg, give me stuff. If they can't remove the kegs, they're in for a lot of pain. Chronicler of Ruin for bar regeneration? Yo, that's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool, and I gotta fucking respect it. I do, however, also like to deal a lot of damage to your face right now, because you are spending time fadoodling about with the bar keeps, and I am fadoodling about with fucking Mystic Shot, which I'm actually extraordinarily close to just using for lethal damage. That's down to 2. They don't have any way of casting Vulnerable. We get the Ignition back, which should be 2 damage, and they potentially have healing off of Shadow Isle's drains. They keep harping on the drains. They might not be able to actually enact any of it fast enough, especially if we go for True Shot Barrage. I mean, we can also just time trick and cast Ignition, but... maybe, yeah, no, let's do Ignition first, see if they have anything, and then True Shot Barrage them down. Because this, even without the Mischievous Mirai, should be enough to kill them. So it's Ignition first. Then if that doesn't work, we also just slightly going to change our mind depending on what the top deck is. Harbinger of Thralls. Doesn't actually get any procs there. Darkened Bloodletters is fine. Not really being threatened by lethal damage here, so you're good. You could swing with everything, and I would be unhappy. I would be deeply unhappy, but I would not be dead, because you only have 15 damage on board right now. That's annoying. Let it be known, it is still annoying that you're attacking me with everything that you do possess on this earth. But I think I can survive at 10, because I don't think there will be time for them to cast any atrocities. And they don't even have something that's big enough for Atrocity to worry about, and they surrendered because they knew the Ignition was coming. Yes, good. All right. That was a pretty effective W right there. looking pretty fun with this deck, actually. We managed to climb our way back to victory with some version of the P&Z Bilgewater. Definitely, I think the focus of this deck versus the Victor Seraphine helped a lot. So, on that note, I believe we have actually caught up on all of our deck submissions and all of our other submissions that were sent in today. So I'm gonna head out for the evening. Been up for just a couple of hours now, which is a good length of the stream, the usual time. So I'm gonna go send somebody to raid out too. Thank you all again for joining the stream today. Big thank you to Puffball Panda for the raid. And I hope to see you all again soon on a future stream. I'll be off tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be back, I believe it's 6 p.m. on Thursday, because I have a game versus the Dale Brazil team in this champion draft series games, so that should be interesting. I'm a little afraid of that team, but we're gonna be bringing spice, so as usual I'll be sitting on my fucking meme pedestal cackling wildly even if we go 0-2 again. So look out for that. I'll be back on Thursday as well, and we'll be hanging around after the CDS game for usual submissions and hanging out and meme times. Back on Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. It's okay, only one undefeated so far. Back on Friday, off Saturday, back Sunday, Monday is currently the plan. There will be some off time in May, but we're not really even at fucking April yet, so I'm gonna hold that news for a little bit. Tournament for Easter, we've been talking, me and the mods have been talking about some themes. Look out for those announcements for the next tournament that I'll be hosting and announcing and running next week as well. Everyone took a loss. The problem is that I've been taking all losses this far. I've definitely been tightening up the lineup over time, which is actually, I'm really looking forward to the last 4 games after this one finishes up, because I think I might be able to turn around a little bit. Not sure if we're gonna make top 4, but I think I'm finally solidifying, like, okay, these are the things that will actually slightly break the game enough that the memes might work. TBD, of course, but still having a fucking blast, so that's what counts. Let me go check out the category and see what's going on. Legends of Runeterra. Yeah, with expansion news coming too, it's pretty exciting. Ooh, it's me at the front. Let's see, who do we want to raid today? How about this person? Slice Pies? I don't know if we've rated them before. New people are always great. So yeah, thank you all again. Hope to see you again in a future stream. And happy time zones all around. Happy spring! The seasonal depression is gonna go away soon, hopefully. At least if you're in the northern hemisphere. And hopefully will also be warmer weather. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I get fucked, I guess. But also, I hope you enjoy, maybe you enjoy the snow. I don't know where I'm going with this. Sentixi, thank you for the quick follow at the end there. Appreciate it. I hope you've been enjoying hanging out. But that is also my cue to leave, so bye, internet!